Lesson 4. The most effective ways to boost your credit score. Because of how credit scores are calculated, some actions you're taking will affect your credit score better than others. Generally, paying your bills on time and meeting your financial responsibilities will boost your score foremost. Owing an affordable amount of cash and having the ability to repay, it'll show lenders that you simply take your finances seriously and pose little threat of lost money. There are a couple tips that, quite the other, will boost your credit score foremost. Pay your bills on time. One of the simplest ways to boost your credit score is just to pay your bills on time. This is often absurdly simple, but it works all right because nothing shows lenders that you simply take debt seriously. The maximum amount is a history of paying promptly. Every lender wants to be paid fully and on time. Avoid excessive credit. If you've got many lines of credit or several huge debts, you create a worse credit risk because you're on the brink of overextending your credit. This simply means you'll be taking over more credit than you'll comfortably pay off. Although you're paying regularly now on previous bills, banks know that you simply will have a harder time paying off your accounts if you have a huge amount of debt. Pay down your debts. If you've got tons of debt, your credit score will suffer. For instance, if you've got a $1,000 limit on your credit card and you often carry a balance of $900, you'll be a less attractive credit risk to lenders than someone who has an equivalent credit card but carries a smaller ratio of $100 approximately. If you're serious about improving your credit score, then start with the most important debt you've got and begin paying it down so that you're employing a less large percentage of your credit total. Have a variety of credit types. The types of credit you've got are an element in calculating your credit score. Generally, lenders wish to see that you simply are ready to handle various credit types well. Having some personal credit, like credit cards, and a few larger sorts of glory, like a mortgage or automobile loan, and paying them off regularly is healthier than having just one kind of credit. Keep your credit score safe. If you've got a lower score than you'd like, the odds are that the score is caused by some small financial mistake or oversight you've got made in the past. Not everyone with bad credit features a low credit score caused by something they did, though. Sometimes criminals can attack your credit card. There are a couple of tips that will keep you and your credit safe from online and financial predators. Look out for fraud. Many people who are careful about paying bills on time and having minimal debts are shocked annually to seek out that they need low credit scores. This occurs frequently as a result of fraud. Fraud may be a kind of crime in which people take your personal information and steal that information to pose as you to urge access to your accounts or identity. Practice safe computing, banking, and safe business. To keep safe from fraud, always follow secure banking and financial practices. 1. Keep account numbers and PINs safe. Cover your account and personal identification numbers when using debit at the shop, and refuse to offer your PIN to anyone. Avoid writing down your PIN and account numbers. You never know when this information could fall into the incorrect hands. 2. Only do business with whom you trust. Suppose you get applications for credit cards in the mail that are pre-approved. Shred those applications and enclose letters before discarding them. No, this is often not paranoid. Identity thieves sometimes bear garbage to seek out these forms so that they will fill them out and steal your identity. 3. Computer skills. If you utilize a computer, install a good firewall and antivirus protection system and update it religiously. Better yet, take a course in safe computing at your local college or civic center. You'll learn many good tips for keeping all of your information safe while you're online. 4. Buying concern. Never buy anything online from a corporation you do not trust or from a corporation that doesn't have encryption technology and an honest privacy policy. And if you are doing any online purchases, use a credit card and never your open-end credit. Credit cards have more protections than open-end credit, and if your card information is hacked by a web purchase, it isn't your money, it is credit. If unauthorized use occurs, you're only fighting the urge charges far away from your MasterCard. With open-end credit, your actual money might be taken, and you'll spend months trying to fight to recommend it back. 5. Aware of intruders. With all computer precautions, you should always avoid providing private information through email or your computer. Be especially cautious if you get an email from your bank asking you to verify your information by clicking on a link. This is often a well-liked scam that comes from criminals or hackers, not from your bank. You should contact your company or banks immediately. 6. Be attentive to unknown emails, ads, or phone calls. Most are from legitimate companies, but some promise you a credit card over the phone only to charge your existing credit card without sending you anything. 7. Be wary of offers that appear too good to be true. If you get a suggestion for a $10 million check that you would like to place down $5,000 as a sign of excellent faith, if you get a proposal for a free advanced computer if only you provide your account information, take time and think twice before sending in your money and your information. 8. Good offers are always best. Scam artists often believe your belief in others and your trust to form money. They rely upon the very fact that you simply will be so excited about a few products or services that you will throw logic out the window. Prove them wrong. When faced with a suggestion that seems too good to be true, do some research online through the Higher Business Bureau, or ask the person making the offer some questions. Never take someone abreast of a suggestion that you simply are given unsolicited unless the corporate and therefore the provide both inspect. 9. Read the fine print. Some services or companies will have a tiny image in their contract or agreement that permits them to charge you additional hidden fees, or that permits them to retract certain offers. If you get a suggestion through email or the mail, make it a habit to read the fine print. 10. Be alert for a sudden interruption in your email or phone. Whether you haven't received mail in a few weeks, call your local post office to see if your address has just been filed for a change of address service. It may appear weird, yet it is true. Check your credit score regularly. You're more likely to note problems and inconsistencies if you check your credit score daily. A minimum of once a year and preferably 3 times a year. Make certain to see your credit rating with each agency too. If you notice anything odd or anything you don't recognize, such as a credit account you probably did not open, report it immediately. Sometimes these errors are caused by mistakes made at the agency, but they might signify that somebody is using your identity.